Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this series, you're going to see 25 days of trade analysis. I am calling it 25 days of Tradesmas. In this Tradesmas series, if you are going to be watching it, I highly suggest that you take the opportunity to be participating in the giveaway. I would love to give back to you guys in the YouTube world who have supported me and followed me. I am always very interactive in the trading floor community, but I know there's a ton of you who have followed me for a while who aren't in there, and I want to be able to give back to YouTube as well. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much for all of your guys' support here on my YouTube channel, and I am wishing you all the warmest of holidays, whatever holiday it is that you celebrate. I personally celebrate Christmas, so therefore I am doing the 25 days of Tradesmas. But whatever your holiday season is, I wish you and your family and loved ones a very warm and happy holiday season. With that being said, I am doing the giveaway here on my channel. So for every day that I do one of the Tradesmas videos, if you do any sort of interaction, if you like, comment, or subscribe, you will earn an entry to be able to qualify at the end on the 25th day to be part of the drawing that I am holding. I will draw a winner for the giveaway. I will announce the winner on the 26th of December. The prize will be to win a yearly subscription to the trading floor. So if you guys are interested in it, make sure that you are doing the likes, subscribe, and comments. Obviously, you cannot resubscribe over and over again, but don't worry. You will get 3 credit points towards that, but then every day following it, as long as you leave a like and you leave a comment, you'll get 2 additional entries for each of those. In addition to my giveaway, if you guys love giveaways, we are doing one on the Trading Floor YouTube channel as well. It's the same thing over there in order to enter as well, though it is interaction. So if you like, comment, and subscribe over there with that channel, you are going to be entered into a drawing at the end on the 25th as well. We will draw a name for somebody to win a $1,000 cash prize. You do have to have PayPal to accept this prize, so make sure that you can accept PayPal if you're going to go over there and enter into it. But I think that's a really nice prize. I think most people this time of year would love to have $1,000 extra. So make sure that you guys are also checking out the Tradesmas that we are doing on the trading floor. And there are lots of styles of trading happening over there on their Tradesmas. You will see all of our live streamers and our staff submitting videos. So if breakout trading isn't really your thing, or maybe my style isn't your thing, no worries. Go check out the Trading Floor's YouTube and make sure you are subscribing, and commenting for an opportunity to win $1,000 cash prize at the end. Okay guys, let's get into the video, and happy holidays. Hello and welcome to day 14 of Tradesmas. This trade here that you are seeing is actually the trade that I took on the 17th. We looked at this in yesterday's video. We had gone over the trade on the 13th, but while the 13th trade was running, I did take a trade on the 17th, and that's because there was a pullback. So I want to show you guys what that looks like and kind of walk you through my rationale for this, because this isn't exactly stacking, but this is an opportunity for you to secure a little bit of profit. And what that allows me to do is basically secure 1,500 here. So that allowed me to secure 1,500. So that meant that if this trade won, which was an easier trade to get and have this reward hit than this trade that was still running, I would secure $1,500, right? And then hypothetically, if this trade had been a bust and I did lose this trade, I would have lost 1,000. So if I lost this trade, but I still won this trade at 1,500, I still would have been up $500 between the 2 trades. Basically, you guys already know now that both of these trades did play out well, and I ended up making more than $500. But my logic behind this, and why I do this sometimes when I'm letting one trade run, but then that's if I'm going for something that's a pretty ambitious trade, right? I'm going for the gold here on this trade that was running on the 13th. Sometimes while those are running, what I will do if I have time in between while I'm waiting and I'm not positive on how this trade is looking, but I know that there's a likelihood that I can get a much smaller profit than what I'm going for here, but enough profit to cover what I potentially could lose on this trade, I will do it. I don't know if I lost some of you guys there, but hopefully I didn't. But the idea here was basically I would make enough money on a quicker type of trade that I could get in and out of for the day, because that's my bread and butter. That's my specialty, is more so actually day trading something. And swing trading is something that I have been trying to push myself to do a little bit more. And, I have been doing it, and I talked about that in yesterday's video, how you guys will see me progressing. But it still doesn't mean that I don't worry that I might waste an entire week from Friday the 13th all the way until I think the 20th or so I showed that this trade ran. I could potentially be wasting a whole week with no profits. And that's hard for me still to, I'm not a swing trader. I'm trying to get better and pushing my boundaries, but still I do actually live off of my profits from trading, and I do need to be making a certain amount in order to be able to live the lifestyle that I live. So going a whole week with potentially making nothing, I was that could be a problem here. So that is why I did take another trade in here. So that is my logic and why I do what I do sometimes with this. If I have a trade running, I don't stop the trade that I'm running. I just make sure that I basically protect my capital with it. So if hypothetically this first trade loses, I still made $500 between the two of them and my account isn't negative. So if you guys haven't realized by now at this point in the series, I'm all about risk management and protecting my capital in whatever way that can be, whether it's moving to a break even or slightly in profit a little sooner, or whether it's something like this where I can try to help mitigate any loss that I might have. It maybe isn't the best idea for people who are still new to trading. You really shouldn't probably be risking too much. You shouldn't take a second risk unless you have had the first one play out. But for somebody who is a little more intermediate to advanced, this is a great idea. If you know that you're really good and have a good win rate at one style trading and you're trying to learn another style, letting things run, what I do here is actually, I think, in my opinion, a decent idea is to do this because this helps to, again, mitigate any loss that you might have here. So even if this trade had come back and actually stopped me out, I still would have potentially been in profit by $500 because of this trade. I'm not sure if that makes sense. But anyhow, let's get into the actual trade and the analysis of this one. But this one's a pretty clean, classic breakout, retested the zone, got in for a quick scalp. I'm showing you guys here on the 15 minutes because that is the time frame that I have screenshotted. But I likely got in on the 5-minute time frame. So I'll be honest, there's probably a screenshot that's missing here. I do tend to look on the 15-minute, like I said in yesterday's video, but I do like to drop to the 5-minute and refine that zone a little bit and look for a little bit of a cleaner entry. So I'm probably missing a screenshot, so I apologize. But the logic is still there. What I had was this zone that formed here. And again, I still had a bearish bias. This push up that you're seeing here, it never actually broke above this previous zone that I showed you guys yesterday. It dances around it, but it never actually pushes above where these wicks were. And again, just market manipulation playing around probably in a higher time frames consolidation zone and that's just translating differently on the 15-minute. Nonetheless, not to confuse you guys too much here, what you're seeing here is just another zone. And what happened was we had a bearish smiley face that comes out, breaks out of your zone, and comes back up, retests within the zone a little bit, and then you get another bearish smiley face with a breakout. And at this point, I was okay to enter in to this trade because, again, I was only going for a small move. I didn't want to go insane like a 10R like I had showed you guys yesterday. I just wanted a little 1.5, go to the bottom of where this zone was trading within, the bigger zone. So again, I'm working within a mid zone of a bigger zone. So I knew I was entering in around a mid zone and my risk to reward made sense here. So as far as what I needed to cover, I just wanted to cover the top of my zone and I just wanted to go for a take profit at the bottom of the bigger zone. So I was covering a stop loss at the top of my mid zone area, and I was targeting a take profit at the bottom of my overall zone, which if you look to the left, there was areas of previous price action. So I was pretty comfortable with targeting this area and figured I had the higher probability of the market coming back to this area, even if I was wrong. Even if I happened to be wrong on my overall analysis as far as a bearish bias, I knew the probability of it coming back down once it had broken out of here to retest this price of the market was pretty good. And it just happened to plummet below it. So I definitely could have gotten more reward. I know somebody will look at this and be like, wow, you could have gotten a lot more out of that. That wasn't really the plan here. Like I was stating, I was just looking to secure a little bit more than what I was risking here. So that way I wouldn't just break even or even potentially negative 1K on the account, or even potentially negative 2K, because I could have lost this one too. So I could have, like, I am admitting the risk here, I could have lost 2K on this account. But I knew that this was the higher probability. And if I had tried to hold all the way down to here and just like trail it along, I really might not have gotten the 1K or more that I needed to mitigate this potential risk. So yeah, I wasn't looking to do that. This was more just like kind of almost like a scalping idea. I know it's not scalping because each one of these candles was 15 minutes. This really was like day trading. It was an intraday trade. But just follow along with me in the idea. In the grand scheme of things, this almost acts like a scalp, and this is like the bigger trade. So I was just looking to secure profits quickly for that day to offset any risk here because, as you guys can see, the trade did come back up. So I was a little concerned when it was trading within this zone and hadn't stayed below. So to offset any potential loss or risk here, I did just continue to trade within this zone for the day of the 17th, just so I would secure enough profit in case this one lost. I wouldn't be negative for that entire week. I wanted to make sure that I had at least made something because, like I said, I live off of these profits. So this is something that's important to me to make sure that I am like offsetting risk wherever I can or securing profits wherever I can. So that is the trade for day 14. I hope that helped you guys a little bit, and I will see you in tomorrow's video.